From bro facts to talking smack.
Food sucked. No disrespect. And that's why I didn't make it.
Sports news to drinking brews.
You are the torpedo speedo, bud.
Yeah, and then you guys wonder why I yell at referees and shit.
Join us for another episode of Da Beer League Boys.
What's up, boys and babes? Beer enthusiasts and bong rippers. I am the Bearded Wonder, as always. I got a chuckle right off the bat. It's going to be a good night, boys and girls. Got a chuckle right off the bat. I'm the Bearded Wonder, a.k.a. Matty Cole, a.k.a. the guy who gets in trouble with the referees all the time. Welcoming you to yet another wonderful episode of Da Beer League Boys podcast, along with my co-host, the ever-talented, ever-handsome Mr. Juice Man, Josh O'Neill. What's up, Juicy?
That's me, buddy. How you been?
I'm doing all right, man. You seem
How you
pretty
been
goddamn
sitting over there?
enthused. Once again, you're pretty enthused, bro.
When are you guys gonna realize it's just me? I am just like 24/7 stoner, but I don't smoke. Does that make sense?
I'd say less than a stoner. You're just a sad boy. It's not even stoner. It's fucking like it's like emo sad boy, man. Honestly, but we'll talk
do
about it. I
like
think it's
emo
gonna
music.
change. I think it's gonna change. I think it's gonna change when you make what we're tagging as Juice Man's Great Adventure. The Great Adventure. A travel across thousands of miles from southeast coast of the United States to northwest coast. One man, along with his friend, makes the journey that will never end. Make sure you check out in theaters this summer, Juicy Josh Man's Great Adventure.
Damn, you got.
That's as long as I can do that voice. Before
got
I start dying.
You got Allie dripping over here already, bud.
I love it, man. Oh, do you got the chat open?
I do.
You got the chat open. All right. If you're up on the Facebook chat, I guess I need to get that going so I can engage too. As you guys can see, we don't have the usual Chowder Brown here. He's the one that usually engages in the chat. So I guess we better go ahead and jump in here. Bam. There we go.
I got to give a shout out to my buddy.
Shit.
My buddy
you
Ryan
said
Began.
Allie.
He's finally watching us tonight.
I didn't know what alley you were talking about when you said I had somebody dripping. I figured it was like probably a cousin of mine or something. It's usually how that goes.
She's a legend. Ew.
She is a legend. Well, I'm from the South, man. You know, you never know. So, well, yeah, man. Stoked to have another episode going on. This is a a little different. It's obviously weird not having Chowder Brown here. He's going to be out probably every other week for a little bit. He's just doing his thing and working that corporate grind, but we're going to continue on. We'll have some guest hosts coming in, and obviously we got the Great Adventure. Let's jump right into it. Usually we would jump into Juice Man's Fresh Squeeze. Let's do this first. Let's cheers so we can see what each other's beverage choice is for the evening. I'm on that. That's Sam.
I can never find my camera.
Cold Snap. It's right next to the clitoris. It's right next to the clitoris, buddy. I'm sure. Just keep trying. You'll find.
I can't find that. I can't find that either, bud.
It's a challenge. I tell you what, Allie can give you some tips, some info on that. Listen to the Fucked Up podcast. You'll know right where it's at. So
I've listened to it, man. It's a good pod.
It's a good pod. So
yeah,
so it's coming up, man. It's coming up. If you didn't listen to last week's episode, our buddy Juice Man Josh O'Neill is leaving us. He's leaving the Sunshine State. He's moving out to Washington State, going far southeast to far northwest. Right? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
right.
corner to corner. So
corner to corner. He's going fucking long corner to short corner pocket. I love it. So tell us, man, you're making the trip out there. I think we're going to turn it into a little bit of a video blog. Is that right? You're going to blog your way out there. We're going to do some video and release it.
I think so, right? I mean, that would be ideal.
He has no idea what I'm talking about because I literally was going to pitch this earlier. I figured let's just pitch it.
No,
Live in the episode.
I was planning on doing it anyways because I'm gonna have my stuff with me, and I was actually talking about this with my buddy that's going with me. I was I might jump in and take some videos from the rinks because we're gonna stop and play hockey the whole way across the good old U.S. of A.
Yeah, man.
Thank
From the
God
rinks,
because I did that.
From the rink. I would love to see it. I would love to see an update every rink you stop at, but just video updates all the. We'll release it after you get out there, so that way, we have fans all over the place. We don't want some stalker like following you as you post it. She's like, "Well, he was just here 4 hours ago. He couldn't have gotten
one of those,
too
bud. I got one of those already. It's kind of weird.
I know. You're used to stalkers, man. As a matter of fact, I believe if I'm looking at the chat here correctly, I believe her name's Alexandra Marston. Looks like, yeah, one of those really big fans, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, she's a real big fan. Next thing you know, she's playing Stan from the Eminem videos. So you got to be careful, man. Be careful. So yeah, so you're making the trip out to Washington, man. What's the plan? Are you give us the full info? You're riding out there with the homeboy, some info there, and then the homeboy and the dog, and then where are you guys planning on stopping? And are you gonna just blog out your day to day? We want to see you like eating a bag of hot Cheetos, taking a shit at a rest stop. Like give us we want a real fucking video blog, dude. Come on.
Well, he actually kind of planned it out. So his first stop, he was thinking about Mobile, Alabama. And I was like, yo, if we're just going to stop there, my sister lives in Biloxi, so let's just drive an extra hour and a half. We'll kick it there. We'll have a free place to stay, on our first night. So I think we're gonna go there first, and then from Biloxi to Dallas, I think. Hopefully that shit's fucking gone by then. But
hopefully they have ice back at the rinks by fucking that time in Dallas.
Jesus. But I think we're gonna stop through Louisiana and get some good old, what do they call it, Creole food? Is that what they call it?
Yeah, Creole food, man. You get some crawfish, get you some low country boil.
I'm gonna stop in Dallas, get us
baguette,
some fucking crawfish, suck the head, get some little top out of that.
That's how they're supposed to do it. That's how they're supposed to do it.
Yeah, then Dallas, we get some good old fucking Texas barbecue. And then from Dallas to Albuquerque to Salt Lake, I believe. And then Salt Lake to Boise, and then Boise to the final destination.
Seattle. Home of the crackheads.
Olympia, Washington.
You're going
like
out
an hour south
to Washington State. You're going to be a crackhead. True or false?
False. I mean, I like the idea of it, but I don't think I'll root for him. No.
Who's going with you? Is Ryan? Obviously, Ryan is the one going with you. Ryan.
No, he's a good buddy that I used to work with down here, and he no longer lives in Florida. But he just started following the pod, and he's a good fucking dude.
Awesome.
And he's a legend.
Fantastic. No, I just saw he listed how long the trip was going to take. So, but he knows, but he's not the one driving it. So make sure him and Allie don't link up, because then she's going to know how long the trip is, where you plan on stopping each night. Like you've literally just given any possible stalker all the information they could possibly need. So congratulations.
Yeah, perfect.
I mean, at this point in time,
he's 6'5". He can protect me.
At this point in time, I think you'd probably go for a stalker. I mean, like anything, just
anything, just anything at this point. Oh, God.
I mean, I'm not throwing the R word around loosely or anything, but if some girl were to come up and color me purple and fucking grape the shit out of me, I'd be all right with it. She could grape me all night long, dude. Goddamn. Yeah, man. Well, I feel you, dude. I feel you.
Should be a good time.
Cool, man.
I mean, the drive down here from Washington was. Oh, sorry. Was I interrupting you?
No, you're good, baby. You go. Go. The drive from
No,
Washington.
I'm saying the drive from Washington to here was fucking miserable. So I'm looking forward to this one because of the hockey. Because when we drove down here last time, it was just literally just 12-hour days straight through, and it fucking sucked. Didn't stop.
Well, so
shit.
going out there is going to feel like it takes less time
Sure.
because of the time change.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm
your
so happy
body's
for
not
that
going to
time
feel
change.
like that, but numbers wise, it's going to, but numbers wise. So in the adverse of coming from Washington State to here, like when that's one thing that a lot of like entertainers and comedians, whatnot from like California, they complain about, the East Coast trips. They're like, fuck, like I don't mind playing like Texas, but when I got to go to fucking Florida or I got to go to Georgia or whatever, when they got to do that, that's a long flight. That's a 6.5, 7-hour flight with the time changes. So, yeah, going back the other way, you should be all right. Plus the hockey, man,
Yeah.
you get to,
Yeah.
bust out your biscuits.
It'll be a good time.
You bring
I
in
wish I could
you
bust
bring
out my biscuits.
you got well, you never know if your stalker catches up with you somewhere along your route. You're gonna be busting some biscuits, all right, buddy. I promise you that, man. Promise you that. Well, speaking of busting biscuits, man, today and tomorrow is the outdoor games. We've been waiting for them. I've actually got a picture that I'm going to share on our Instagram and Twitter here in just a little bit as soon as we get done with the episode. I took it a moment ago, right before we started the episode, but it was a fantastic. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll send it to Austin. Austin, if I send it to you, I think you can get it up for me, right? You can get it up for me, bro. Here we go. Oh, that sounded dirty, man. You're disgusting. There we go. Sent it over to Austin. Let's see if you can get it up here. But picture of the outdoor games, man. How cool is that? The NHL playing a game. They played a lot of outdoor games before, but playing a game right next to the lake, Lake Tahoe. Now the games got postponed because I think any idiot could figure out that if it's going to be full sunshine all fucking day long. Yeah, well, but it's 27 degrees outside. Sure. But the sun's still motherfucking hot. And that white ass ice you got over there is probably not going to survive. If all the snow around the fucking rink starts melting, pretty sure the ice is going to start melting. Probably not going to be NHL quality ice. I think we probably should have planned the games for a 6 p.m. game as it was. But yeah,
I don't get it though,
What'd you think?
because they had the game that they had in LA. I mean, yeah, it was at night, but still, it was 50 degrees. It doesn't make sense.
That's a very good point. And I wonder if the being in the stadium that had an effect, or part of that is it's right on the side of the lake. It's got the sun on it, the water right there. There's nothing really blocking it like the stadiums. And it was just direct sunlight, man, all day long. Like what time was that? I guess that's what we should. Yeah, there's the picture. I guess that's what we should try to figure out. What time was the LA game? Did they play in the evening time? Because they play in the evening time,
Yeah,
makes
it was
sense.
like-
After that midday sun has already made its way past, you're not dealing with. 3 p.m. sun. Shit, man, that's only like an hour or two after the hottest part of the day. So that sun's
but it's
still,
like-
that shit's
Still,
still
it was
beating.
only
That
like
sun's still
50
beating.
degrees.
That sun's still beating on you like a fucking drunk stepdad. It's not letting up. It's still pretty fucking. It's still pretty fucking angry. No wonder
mean,
it
yeah,
melted the
but-
fucking ice.
Like I said, it was like still it was 50 degrees out there, and all the the lights beaming down from the stadium. It doesn't make sense. It's like 20 degrees in fucking Tahoe. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like I said, I could see that all the snow around the rink was melting. Every bit of ground snow that was there, you could see the melt. You could see, you're from up north. You've seen it. I think, yeah, all three of us. Chris from up north, he's seen it. We're doing the episode like Chris is here. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Chris? Yeah, you're from up north. Melted.
on the chat.
All right, yeah, sweet. Yeah, but what if we just did the whole episode like his screen was here, but he was just muted?
Yeah.
We just did it. People are like, was he on the episode? Was he not on the episode? Yeah, you know what I mean, Chris? Yeah, 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 exactly, man. Exactly. Sure, yeah. Let me do the whole episode like he's here.
Do the math, Chris.
Like his microphone was muted the whole time. We never heard him. Cool. Yeah, he's on the chat. No, it's just pretty strange that they would think that middle of the day the ice wasn't going to melt. But yeah, the game will be back on at 9 p.m. Pacific. Puts us midnight here local time, so it's actually kind of cool. Get to watch some midnight hockey, and then tomorrow's game got postponed to 7 p.m. Eastern. Looking forward to that one. The Flyers and the Boston Bruins. So outdoor hockey, man. Yeah, we get it. The guy that's from everywhere is apparently not a fan of Philadelphia.
I did work there though. They are nice people in the city. Just fuck the Flyers.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I was born in Pittsburgh. I went somewhere else. I became a fan of the fucking Istanbul fucking Learjets. Then when I moved back, I became a fan of the fucking Vegas Golden Knights because it was their first years, and that wasn't the cool thing to do. Obviously, fucking sheep, fucking sheep. I moved to Tampa. Oh, you became a Lightning fan. Yeah, I became a Lightning fan like when they won the Stanley Cup. I mean, you know,
absolutely not.
Wasn't the cool thing to do or anything. And then I'm moving to Seattle. I'm gonna have a fucking Seattle. Actually, there's a Seattle Kraken jersey waiting for me at my fucking apartment. It's part of the
might get
movement
one
package.
of those. I might get one of those. That was part of the deal. I said I'm not joining your B League team unless you have a fucking unless you have a Kraken jersey waiting for me in my stall.
A B League team. You're not going to a fucking B League team.
I am. I'm gonna get fucking smoked, but it's gonna be great.
They must be fucking grading on a curve up there, buddy. I tell you what. They fucking shifted the scale to bring you on, eh? What?
I was like, "Bud, I can't play on your team." He's like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "We got a spot for you." I was like, "Don't fucking pass me the puck."
That's my point. So did he make you the honorary pylon? Is that what he did then?
I'm the water boy.
It's cold enough. It's clean enough.
Some high quality
H2O. Oh, poor fucking Bobby Boucher over here. Our boy Bobby Boucher is making the trip to the fucking West Coast, which means the offer from St. Pete to Paris. Well, apparently that's expiring. The date with Joshy Charcuterie Board is it's finally gone, man. It's gonna expire. When do you leave? I know you got one more game with us, you fucking sad sack.
I leave next Sunday, the 28th.
Next Sunday. One more game with us.
One more. Wow. Oh, dude, I might bump you up to forward, but I might have to play defense. My neck's still fucking killing me.
You know I score goals, baby. When they move me up to forward, I Mark Twain. That's what I do. I write fucking blogs and journals and novels, bro. I'm Mark Twain. That's who I am. You call me your Huckleberry Finn because I can Mark Twain that shit.
The neck's still killing me, but I gotta play one last game with you boys. I gotta play one last game with you boys.
Do you know who wrote fucking Tom Sawyer, Huckleberry Finn?
Yeah, Deodorant.
Tom Sawyer. Pretty sure it was Mark Twain, wasn't it? It was worth a fucking try. I'm not on the goddamn chat anymore, man. I don't know. Let's see. Let's check in with our chat. Joe Biden's favorite place is in Olympia, Washington. I didn't realize they had a fucking Chuck E. Cheese in Olympia, Washington. Sounds like Joe Biden's. That'd be about right. Joe Biden's favorite place.
It's like Lib Central. That's right.
Yeah, you know where you could find Joe Biden in a fucking Chuck E. Cheese in Olympia, Washington. Face down in the fucking ball pit. Just head first.
Down some little balls.
Swan dive, head first into the fucking ball pit. He just loves all the smells. Oh man.
Jesus.
Fantastic. Well, hey man, we're gonna miss you, but you know, the episodes will go on, including hands on judges. My dad's so fucked up, man. We're gonna miss you, but you know, the episodes go on.
Yeah.
And, you know, you're gonna be doing episodes out there at like 6 p.m. It's like what, 3 hours?
Oh yeah. 6 p.m.
So what's
bud.
bringing you out there, bro? What do you got in store? And you know, tell us about, is there any love interests out there? And then what's your favorite hot dog shop in the area? Because you have to have one. We know you do.
That's fucking hilarious. Because there is a place called Red Hots that I said, I was like, bro, as soon as we get back there, we gotta go fucking eat there. The best hot dog I ever had was
bro? How do I know
peanut butter.
these things?
Because I'm like Phil Kessel. I love the hot dogs. Peanut butter and bacon hot dog. Fucking delicious.
You're disgusting.
Have you had it? Are you one of those people that say gross and you never even tried it?
No, I wasn't talking about the hot dog at all. I was just giving everybody a general perception of who you are as a person. I just was saying you're disgusting. That's all.
It's pretty accurate.
Continue on with your fat hot dog story. Go ahead.
That's it. That's a good hot dog. No, I don't know, man. I need to change. I need to change the scenery. I miss the West Coast in general. I don't want to go back to Vegas. California is too fucking expensive, and I have family up there. Good buddy of mine, so going back to where I started playing ice hockey. So it'll be a good time. But no love interest.
You're ditching the rest of us, and then we just now we just have to be here in Florida without you. You know,
I think I'll take my first vacation back.
So yeah, but I mean, so give us a plan of how we're supposed to cope with losing you. You know, because how are we supposed to, you know, continue on with the feelings, with really just our hearts ripped out, just our hearts just ripped out of our chest cavities with you leaving.
You know those old memes? You know those old memes of like Spider-Man like holding a picture frame, and it's like, then it goes to the picture and he's like holding somebody. You can just like do that and just be looking at my Instagram, you know? I mean, I think that'll be a good time. Just go on my Instagram because my Facebook sucks.
So we just like that scene of just holding someone dying.
Everybody from the team.
I want to see him. You want us to do that with your phone, with our phones of your Instagram as you post every day. Whew, you gotta be careful, bro. If you just make sure you do it standing up. If you do it kneeling down, you're gonna get fucking Tim Tebow'd, bro. You're gonna get canceled right out of the league. So don't be too fucking ceremonious about your worshiping of Josh. Well, we're looking forward to it, man. That's all I can picture is just somebody being like, I miss him. Me and fucking T Legend, just both on our phones, just like, do you remember our Sunday skates?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Then me, on my end, I'm gonna hold a picture of us three down at the championship banner with our fruit boots on. It's gonna be a sad day.
There you go. It'll happen. We'll all be sad together, man. We'll be just real sad together. What's funny is you'll be happy then. Then you'll be the one that's happy, and truly happy instead of pretending to be happy. And then we'll all be the ones here pretending to be happy, you know, when we're not truly happy. So there you go. You finally fucking switched the tables on us, buddy. Wow, you played the long game. You really did. You played the long game. You're like, yeah, like watch this shit. I'm gonna go make friends with all these fuckers. Then I'm gonna break their hearts when I decide to leave.
I'm breaking hearts since '84. That's false. That's false. I haven't gotten my heart broken since '84.
Yeah, okay. Breaking hearts since '84. Yep. Well, it's gonna be great, man. We look forward to seeing the video blog. I don't know why it just got me. All right. We look forward to seeing the video blog, and yeah, we're gonna miss you, but we'll probably replace you pretty easily. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's
And hey, if you're
pretty
good,
simple.
I might send you some. Might send you a couple care packages of gummy bears, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, hey. Well, you can see that my eyes are a little squintier than usual. You could blindfold me with fucking dental floss right now. So, yeah. Well, good times. Good times call for good measures, right? So that's where I'm at these days. We'll talk about it in the Bearded Wonders Word of Wisdom. Don't worry, I'll get into it. I'll break down the situation. So, but yeah, we're gonna miss you, man. We look forward to the video blogs, and make sure you check out Josh's Instagram at jd underscore
J.
O'Neill. I don't know. It looks like J dot done. There it is.
Hey,
That's
there
what
it
it
is.
is. J dot done ill. J done ill. That means he done got sick. J dot done ill. Ill.
It's my middle initial.
Yeah, but if you
Can you
read
guess
it,
it?
it doesn't say J dot D O'Neill. David.
I know.
Settle down,
No.
David. Daniel.
David. Nope.
David. What other D names are there? There's no other D names.
It's so funny. 'Cause
Dick.
that's what everybody
Sounds about
says.
right.
Everyone says the same thing. It's Derek.
Daniel, David.
Derek.
Derek. That's a homoerotic name, so that makes sense. I wouldn't guess something like that. For that day and time, that was Derek, was like Bo Derek. I'm pretty sure he was a porn star. So you were named after a porn star. Pretty sure.
Yeah, that's what's up. Good.
So your
Thanks, Mom.
mama.
Thanks, Sherry's Berries.
So Mama Sherry's Berries was she was into some homoerotic behavior, or she would probably not her because she's a great lady, but she probably saw somebody or knew somebody or read it in a magazine and just misinterpreted it or something and named you after a porn star. That's probably how that worked.
I think so.
It makes it makes sense. There's a 95% chance that's what happened. Maybe.
So you're saying there's a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance. Yeah, man. Well, NHL hockey's clicking along, and they got the outdoor games going on. We're actually really excited about those. I worked a early schedule today, went into work real early so I could get out early. Got home, missed most of the first period, but jumped in the shower, threw a cocktail together, jumped on the couch. All right, game. Watched the end of the first period, and they go, well, the ice isn't looking so good, and the ice crew's out there pretty much every break trying to go ahead and take care of the issues they're having there. Looks like there's a little bit of a dead zone over there by the blue line, center line on the left-hand side here. Come back from break. First intermission report. Well, it looks like the game's being postponed till midnight Eastern time. Like, what?
That's fucking
I
wild.
got out of work a little bit early so I could watch this game because the outdoor classic to me, that's my Super Bowl. That's like, even though it's not for the championship or whatever, but that's like my holiday. That's the holiday I enjoy. The outdoor classic is usually on New Year's Day, so it's usually cold outside, and we open. I think I've said it on previous episodes. Open all the doors, open all the windows, have a fire pit, watch the outdoor game, multiple TVs. Like, I love that shit. Love watching hockey outdoor. So get off work early, come home. Yeah, that game you were planning on watching, bro. Fuck your couch. That's pretty much how that went.
Bro, did you
But
see
tonight
the
it-
fucking divots in the ice?
Oh yeah, it was nasty. Well, you could see melting stripes all the way down. If you looked, you could see stripes where it was starting to turn like light gray instead of white. That's it, melting. It basically looked like any rink in Clearwater Ice Arena. You can see like the sand. You see the
Pretty much.
sand underneath, a little bit of melting. I mean, I had a divot on Wednesday playing goal. There was a divot right in the middle of the crease, and I'm like, well, that shouldn't be hard to fucking go ahead and push slide, butterfly slide across. Like, why not? Just a fucking pothole. No big deal. So every goal that went in, I was like, fucking pothole in my fucking crease. And the guy's like, that's on the other end. I'm like, yeah, but still, but it was in my. So then I adapted to it for the first period, and then it's not here now. Second period, I'm getting scored. I'm like, that was good. I was used to the pothole. Now I'm not used to it anymore. Just making excuses and shit.
Yeah, that's what goalies do.
Fuck you. Strap on the pads anytime you want. Just like my shit
I
talking
told you.
teammate. Just like my
I
shit
told
talking
you.
teammate earlier this week. Hey man, I get it. Okay, I'm playing goalie. You're playing defense. You get fucking burnt around the corner, you know, and they score on me, and then you blame me. That's fine. I get it. You know, if I was a bitch, I'd blame it on somebody else too. You know, but
I told you I wanted to strap on the pads, bro.
do it, baby. We got time. Where you want to be? There's plenty of skating shoots. I'll take a day off work. I'll get fired, but I'll take a day off work. Go let you put the pads on. Let me shoot some fucking pucks at you. I'll show you how good you aren't. I promise you that. I'll show you how good you're not, because I can shoot a little bit, and it doesn't feel good, man. It's kind of like sex for fucking, I guess, virgin girls or something. Like, it doesn't feel good the first couple times, for sure. That's for sure. And that's just something that I heard, you know, in movies and stuff. It's been said. There's lines in movies that confirm what I just said. So scientific knowledge, what I just said.
Scientific.
From movies. Well, from other places saying it, not from me knowing anything about it or having researched it, but it was from confirmation through the media services of a lot of different movies.
Science.
And you can check those quotes. Science. Yeah. Science. Yeah, no. You can anybody wants to play goalie, man, you can anytime you want. Go for it. Let me shoot some fucking pucks at you. I'd love to. I only get to shoot at people once a week.
I would love it, man. I played street goalie. Let's get it.
Yep. I had one of those come up to me at the end of the game this past week from the other team and go, yeah, that's all I ever did was play street goalie, man. It's pretty good. You're pretty good. Because I've done it on ice before and I got lit up. I got fucking lit up like a Christmas tree on December 24th with a stepdad who was running late and only had the money to buy the ornaments 2 days before Christmas. So you decorated on the 24th. I lit up big time. He said I got lit up. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man, it ain't easy. It takes all the combined skills of being a goddamn, you know, gymnast and a acrobat and a catcher. And, you know, yeah, it's fun though. I love it. Enjoy every minute of it. Mano a mano, in my opinion. It's me versus the puck. That's actually the game you're playing. Fuck everybody else. It's literally just you versus the puck. And you just have to be able to keep your eyeballs on the puck no matter where it goes. If you can do that and then stop it, then you won. But it doesn't matter who's shooting the puck. It just matters that it's you versus the puck. That's fun. That's a fun fucking game. Just because of the variables.
I played goalie on Chell, so I'm ready. I'm ready.
God.
You
I'm glad I paused.
You don't know how hard.
I'm glad I paused all that I was saying there to allow you to interject with that nugget of fucking wisdom.
You don't know how hard. You don't know how hard it is to move those trigger fingers back and forth all game, bud.
I've seen you play goalie action. I've seen you play goalie on Chell. It was impressive, man. This guy commits to the fucking role too. He wears fucking yoga pants in the living room so he can like stretch out when he goes for that. He goes for that left-right butterfly slide, dude. He full on yoga pants. He's wearing them Lululemons for sure.
Straight out of Canada, right? Lululemon. I'm the dude that wears his goalie mask while he watches the game. That's me. That would be me if I had a goalie mask. But
unless he's over here at my house, then he wears my goalie mask because he knows how to.
I wear your jock strap, pal. Don't be afraid to tell everybody.
On your face.
Yeah, it's like, you know,
doesn't this waistband go any tighter? The fuck, it won't even stay on. Well, it's for a waistband, buddy, not the back of your neck.
Jeez.
Oh, lots of. We're gonna have to rename this episode "Fucking Homoerotic" because it's gotten real fucking locker room after 10:30 in here, dude.
It's gotten real wristy up in here, bud.
It's gotten real. There's only a fucking half spray of body wash left, and we gotta split it. Type episode up in here, bro. Holy shit!
Lather each other up. We'll save that. We'll
You
save
get
that
the
for
middle of
Monday.
if you get the middle of my back, I'll get yours. Fucking half a fucking spray of fucking Old Spice left.
We got to get one last team shower before I go, bud. Get the
Oh,
get
yeah,
the
we'll
boys
have
in
a
the
fucking
shower,
shower
get it nice and steamy.
Oh, we'll have a shower party on Monday, dude. I'll fucking Facebook Live it. I don't give a shit, dude. Let the fucking
We'll pee
dongs
on each
hang
other's
out.
feet.
Yeah,
We'll
no,
pee
that
on each
no,
other's
no,
feet
no.
to get rid of the athlete's foot.
No, that's too
Wow.
far. It's too far because I don't have athlete's foot. So I don't want you
Someone
just
in that locker room has to have it.
I don't want preventative piss maintenance. I don't want
Someone in that
pee in the
locker room has
toilet.
to have it.
Not me.
Is
dude. I
that
wear
weird though?
flip-flops with it. Is what weird?
Is that
Pissing on
weird
people's
though?
feet? Absolutely. That's real weird.
No, my football team used to do that in the showers. When we would take showers at the practice, like everyone would piss in the fucking shower.
Well, pissing in the shower is one thing if everybody's wearing flip-flops, but no, you should always piss in the urinal before you go in the shower. Now if you're showering and there's a second little stream of piss that happens to, go ahead and push out just because that's what happens. Warm shower, there's a little aqua, little H2O flowing through the damn, urinal vessels and it manages to make its way out. Now, if you just a little spray of pee, I am not going to yell at you. But if you're standing over there fucking draining out the geyser, taking a 27-second piss in the shower drain, then I'm gonna go, hey man, there's lotion for athlete's foot. I don't need you. Trust me, because I don't need you spraying your fucking remnants of the 6 Busch Lights you drank the night before. I don't need that.
Well, lucky for us, there's no geysers coming out of these pinky dinks. So,
well, I took a 27-second piss when I got home from work today, just because I didn't piss all day at work. But
pinky dink? Is that how long it takes for the pinky dink?
For a pinky dink, a 27-second piss, that's like a fucking. I guarantee you, there's a Guinness Book of Miniature World Records. World's smallest fucking show pony. And that's where I'd land. And
Dude.
But it was a 27-second piss. I guarantee you, nobody's breaking that miniature world record.
Bro, I said
I can guarantee that, boy.
I said pinky dink at work, right? I forget what I was like referring to, but I said something about pinky dink and my fucking watch.
If you say it 3 times, if you say it 3 times in a row in front of a mirror, I appear.
It gets hard. But no, I said it, and so apparently Siri heard me, and it's funny because my Siri is an Australian male, and he's like, "There's no pinky dink up in here, mate," and I'm like, "What the fuck, dude?" Everyone just started fucking busting up laughing. It was hilarious, but it's just really creepy the way he said pinky dink as you chug that water.
I got to now. There's been new instructions from our network.
To chug.
I'm required to drink 1 water per 1 beer from now on. No, I'm just playing. The world record for the longest pee is 508 seconds. There's no fucking way. There's no way. My dad said in the chat, there is no way 508 seconds.
There.
What's the math on that, dude?
Why isn't that showing on my thing?
What would that be? 580 divided by 60 seconds. There's no way somebody took a over 9.5 minute piss. There is no fucking way, dude.
Do you think if
what's up, Joe Riccio?
If we took what's up, Joe? Thanks for sharpening my skates all these seasons, man. Fucking works wonders. I love it.
But really put much effort into it. He puts it on the machine, he hits the button.
yeah, well, that machine's great. Anyways, do you think that if the world population all stood in the ocean all around the world and we all took a piss, do you think we could flood something?
You are moving to Washington State, aren't you? You're already starting to get into these fucking Washington State type questions. Bro.
I think so. I think it could happen.
Bro.
High thoughts.
Bro.
Confucius says, he who
How's
stands
your-
on toilet
Bro.
is high
Bro,
up
listen.
on pot.
Bro, listen, bro, listen. How's your fucking venti latte? First of all. Okay, cool, bro.
Oh, boy.
So question, bro, for you, bro. Like, question. First of all, super glad you're back in the state, dude. Welcome back. Fucking, that's right. Washington of fun, bro. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, bro. Fuck. Welcome back, dude. Yeah, bro. It's fucking cool.
You sound like that one dude. What the fuck is his name? He makes all those
We're gonna-
like
We're gonna go to
Kyle
that fucking
videos.
bro. We're going to that fucking we're going to Cabela's right away, dude. What's the fucking store out there? We're going to fucking what's the store out
I don't
there?
know.
3 letters, right?
3 letters.
Yeah, what's the store out there? The fucking
REI. REI.
Bruh. We're gonna fucking dude. Here's what we're gonna do, bro. We're gonna fucking rip a fatty, and we're gonna fucking go to REI, dude, and hang on the rock wall for the day, dude. Yeah, bro.
Dude,
So question,
REI is
question, bro.
sick.
Question, bro. Though, seriously. So if everybody that lived in the world,
I like where this is going.
went to the ocean, right? Like everybody, like, whatever, bro. Like bosses, well, whatever. Like you carpool, it'd be green. It'd be cool. It'd be green, Like just do a job there in like your fucking SUV, like by yourself. That's like not cool, dude. Oh, hug a tree. So everybody went to the edge of the water, bro, and everybody pissed, bro. Like old people, young people, if they're too old and they got like fucking walkers, not a big deal, bro. Like they can chill. They can just piss in their diapers. We'll throw them in there. It'll off weight the balance. You know what I mean? If everybody went and pissed in the ocean at the same time, bro, you think it'd like flood anywhere?
1000%.
Where would it flood, dude?
The fucking
Besides-
land.
Besides right where everybody was standing.
Sea levels would rise.
Yeah, about 2 inches, just enough for you
What
to
is
be
the-
ankle deep.
No.
Just enough
what
for you to
is-
be ankle, bro. Just
Bro,
enough for you to
you're-
be ankle deep in your own piss.
Bro, the toilet rises 2 inches when you pee.
No, it does not rise 2 inches when you pee, dude.
Yes, mine does. What's the world population? Like 8 billion people?
Bro, the ocean rises 5, 6, 7 feet per night.
It's gonna,
So-
bro, just think about it. You're gonna lay your head on that pillow tonight, and you're gonna think about it, and you're gonna be like, "Fuck,
don't-
man."
I'm not in a flood
What if
zone,
these-
dude. I don't care. I live in a non-flood zone in Florida. I'm this
Well,
close to
I'm in
the
a
water,
flood
and yet
zone,
I'm
so-
yeah. Well, not when you go to fucking Mount Olympia, bro, and you're climbing Mount Olympius.
Yeah,
whatever
you know
it's
what? I'm
called.
gonna be in a fucking volcano zone. I'm going from flood zone to volcano zone.
True, right? Olympia Mount is that Mount Olympus? Is that what it's called? What's it called? Mount Olympia.
Mount Rainier. Mount Rainier.
Oh, Rainier. That's right. Yeah, I'm thinking of just like ancient Greek mythology and shit, But hey, ancient Greek mythology. You saw them; they were wearing loincloths and just made out of fucking whatever white stone, chalk or whatever they were made out of, or granite, or I don't know. What was the white stone they were made out of? Marble?
I
No,
don't
what were
know.
they made out of? What were the damn statues all made out of there in Greece?
Can you imagine how much fucking went on back in the day?
Yeah, what
With
he
just a
said.
little
What'd you say?
cloth fucking panties. He said
Dude,
marble.
can you imagine just can you imagine just being a dude roaming around, not having to have damn. I mean, that loincloth would have had to been pretty good. He's like, I got a pinky dink, but my nuts hang low.
Like,
My
at
nuts
least
hang.
at least this day and age, if you get a fucking stiffy, you can like tuck it up in your waistband. But if you got a little fucking little leaf in front of you, dude, that thing's popping right off, and your fucking schlong's poking somebody in the eye.
You trying to duel against me, bro? You pulling your sword out, dude? What's going on here? You better fucking sheath that thing there, little fucking Tyler. Oh,
Can't even
fuck you up,
imagine,
dude.
bro.
What's wrong with
Get
you,
a fucking
little damn? Yeah, little
get a boner
Prosidius.
in
Better put that thing
sweatpants.
away.
Boner and sweatpants, bro. You can easily tuck that shit. It's just I don't know, man.
Well, but I mean,
Fuck it.
but I guess back in that day, you know, like it was all right to be a dude and just have a boner. Like it wasn't you know, it wasn't frowned upon, bro. Like masturbation on an airplane, you know, it's like it was just wasn't unkindly looked at. That's what happened. If a dude got a boner, he probably was like, hey, you girl that made my penis stand tall, you're mine now. You know, like that's how it worked back then. No, yeah, it has to happen. It was a reckoning of his penile vascular. It's a fucking gift from whatever, Athens or whatever the fuck the guy was. Zeus. It's a gift from Zeus.
Dude,
If
your dad's a legend.
everyone peed in the ocean at one time would equal 82,421,664 gallons at one time.
That's doing
but I don't.
something.
Yeah, but
82 million gallons. That's doing.
But that's based on population. So let's say there's a third of that. A third of that is not pissing in the ocean because they're either old, they're pissing in diapers, or they're young, they're pissing in diapers.
Okay. Well, now you're just taking. I said if everybody was in the water and peeing.
So it'd have to mean everybody's gonna carry their baby out in the water. Now ain't no parent gonna make that decision. Hey, we're gonna have a big piss fest. Let me bring the babies. Let me bring the babies. That shit ain't happening.
If it was real.
Man, you're giving me some hypotheticals, and I'm thinking into the details of this hypothetical, and hypothetically, the details just don't goddamn work, bro.
They do. Babies don't count.
And old people don't count because they're pissing in diapers too.
Now.
So we're saying a third of that, 82 million. So that's 30, that's 25.
Where's Chris? Where's Chris?
Yeah.
We need the math, Chris. 25, where you at?
27.
You got
54,
that, Chris?
81. Yeah, so 25 and some change. So 25, so 50, around 50 something million gallons. That's still a lot, man.
Oh, yeah. Like piss. That's not that much. The Atlantic Ocean alone.
I'll bet you
82 billion. Oh, shit.
Yeah, 82 how many? 82 billion? 82 billion?
Billion.
With a Bravo? Is that a Bravo billion? Yeah. The Atlantic Ocean alone contains 82 billion. Not billion. Oh, I thought he meant 82 billion. Billion. I was like, God, I never heard of that word before. 82 billion, bro. That's not just a single billion. No, it's a double billion. After that's like once in checkers, when you get to the end, you're not just a king, then you become fucking crowned. You're a king. I'm a king. I'm 82 billion. That's like LeBron when he's out there fronting. Bitch, I make 82 billion. Either way, I think. Well, hopefully. That's true. Yeah, that's true. If your body's in there, be more volume. That's a good. So you guys can't hear this, but from our producer, he asked if you're going to be standing in the water or at the edge of the water. I would say you'd have to do it like you'd have to do the old Hansel and Gretel. where you like when you accidentally like when you no like when you accidentally piss uphill and you piss and then you gotta just keep backing up and just leave a little trail of piss crumbs. You know what I mean? You have to like leave a snail trail, but for your pecker juice. And
Snail trail.
well, yeah, like that, like a Hansel and Gretel. You got to start if you can't stand in the water because then it's going to change the volume of the water. So you stand just short of the water, but then as you piss and everybody pisses collectively, and as Josh thinks it's going to happen, just this massive upswell of fucking water. As that happens, then you can just back up. So we're giving you the rules for the 82 million fucking person piss march that we're trying to organize right now. We're giving
We're
you
gonna
the
make it happen.
we're giving you the
Bro.
rules of how this is gonna work. You're gonna start pissing and then slowly back up while you do. So it's a piss pledge, but then you can also pledge on the march pledge, and that's for how many steps they're gonna take. So you can sponsor a step. Okay, so we're gonna do the million piss pledge and the million march pledge. We thank you. You can call us now at 1-800-beerleagueboys.com and pledge. Well, if the waves are rough, then we're just going to piss at the highest location possible, and we're going to just let it roll downhill because that's what happens. Shit, and for the record, the saying should be shit and piss roll downhill. Technically, piss rolls downhill easier, I would say. So piss rolls downhill too. Yep. I don't know what point I was making right there besides none. Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to do the 2022 Piss and Shit Challenge, Beer League Boys. We're going to fill up the ocean. Mainly just piss, though. Actually, just piss. Yeah, just piss. We're going to go with just piss. I got word in my headphones. We're going with just piss. Shit could be troubling, apparently. Yeah, man. Well, that's a great segue. If you're gonna expose your genitalia, oh, you do have the video. Okay. Well, we were talking about it a moment ago. Speaking of shit and piss, whatever's going on with the ice there at the Outdoor Classic is shitty and pissy. Well, it's shitty and it's got me pissy because I came home to watch the game. But this is pretty cool, man. That was one of the pictures that really struck me was just the fact these guys get to play hockey on that sheet of ice, looking at that scenery. They've earned it. They've earned the right to be there. They've earned the right to play in the greatest game in the fucking world. Somebody the other day said the hardest game, I'm not going to say who that somebody was, Brendan Schaub, King and the Sting, or one of his shows, said that the Major League Baseball was the hardest sport to go pro in. I said, he said, because there's so many levels of baseball. You're out of your fucking mind if you think for 1 second that NHL hockey is not the hardest fucking sport to go pro in. The hardest sport to go pro in. 22 guys on the bench, a couple of guys on a taxi squad, and a couple of goalies. A couple backups that you keep up from the minor leagues and a couple goalies. That's all you get. So you get 22 and some change, call it 27, I think is whatever the max is. A 27-man roster in a fucking sport that has the NHL, the AHL, the ECHL, the KHL, Swiss League, Ontario Juniors, fucking all these different leagues, all these different college hockeys, club hockey, all this shit. If you think for a second that the fucking NHL players are not the most elite athletes in the entire world, I'll say it, world, you're out of your fucking mind. Name another sport, Joshy. Name another sport with athletes that are that talented, that conditioned, that there's not another sport like it. There really isn't.
I don't think he's talking about the elite level, but I do agree that there are a lot of steps you got to take to become pro in baseball. Like some of those top rated guys, that get drafted, they won't see the pro baseball field for like 7 fucking years. It's insane. So it's like you could be like the number one pick and you'll be down in the fucking minors for basically until they're like, yeah, we'll decide when you're ready. You could be fucking throwing perfect
Well, you
games down in the minors, and they're not going to bring you up until they think you're developed or whatnot. But like, yeah, you cannot see Major League Baseball for like 7 years. And I know
And the
there's
way they
players in
wrote-
hockey that don't ever see the fucking NHL. So, but
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think he was
that's
talking about
the
the
point, though.
eliteness.
There's no. He was saying he was kind of saying that, you know, like just in my opinion, it's harder to make an NHL roster than it is to make an MLB roster, for the fact of it's first of all, it's a physical game, and baseball is not. So that right away to me says, yeah, baseball's soft as fuck. Like, yeah, you're hitting a fucking rock with a fence slat. Congratulations. Now I get it, the game has changed, but the physicality of that game, I mean, it's not nearly as physical or physically demanding as a sport like hockey is football and soccer combined with the baseball, but the ball's on the fucking ground and it's flat, and you know you can touch it with your hands, but only for a second. It's like it's literally, that's what it is. I mean, it's it's definitely an insane fucking game in comparison to the rest of them. And to think that you could be on a taxi squad. I mean, look at Alexander Volkov, Tampa Bay Lightning, taxi squad guy, or Black Aces during the Cup run, comes up and plays a few games. I think 3, 4, 5. I think he had 7 games total in the season. They win the Stanley Cup. He gets his name etched on the cup before he scores his first goal. Before he ever scores, he had 1 assist in 13 games total, I think, or 8 games or 7 games or a number, just doesn't matter. Got his name on the goddamn Stanley Cup, and then scores his first goal like a week ago. I mean, that's an elite player making it to the very bottom of an NHL roster and getting his name on a cup. I mean, and he's not, the big guy. He's one of 22. But when you look at baseball and you look at football, I mean, they got, 50 something man rosters, and baseball got 30. And so to me, it's harder to become an NHL athlete, NHL level player. Harder to do that than MLB or, well, any other sport.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I think it's just two totally different. It's so different because baseball is 90% mental, and only 10% physical. So, I mean, it's just a lot of fucking thinking going on in baseball. So mentally, it's super hard fucking mentally, man. I remember I missed 1 sign in high school, and my fucking coach just fucking chewed my ass out. It was like a sign for I was supposed to do like a run and hit, and I did a hit. And I was the base runner. I did a run and hit, and I was supposed to do a hit and run, or vice versa. I don't know, but it's fucking tough. But I mean, I get it on both sides.
Well, now I played them all. Now I played it. I played that. I played that game. I've been there. I felt that. I've seen the mental. But I mean, you're telling me that hockey's not more mental? I mean, think about it. You're handling this little fucking puck, trying to keep it away from all these other guys.
Down the middle, right? Like 50-50. But like baseball is 90% mental.
Well, here's the thing. I think hockey's 150% of baseball. So if baseball is 100%, hockey's 150%. I think it's that much more demanding than baseball. So I'd say it's 75. It's harder on both aspects, in my opinion. And I love it. I love baseball. I mean, I don't like watching it on TV. It's slow as shit. But I like watching it live. I can't go watch it anymore at the Rays Stadium. I've been banned from the Rays Stadium. I was there one time in one of the luxury-ish areas, and I was yelling at the pitcher, and I managed to put him into a slump. I started yelling at him after each pitch. I started saying ball before he'd throw the ball, and I started saying you suck before he'd throw the ball. And then about third inning I started saying, or it wasn't even third, maybe second inning. I don't know if he made it out. He made it out of second inning. Maybe he didn't make it out of second inning. Yeah. He came up, he started throwing balls in the dirt, and I kept going, he's rattled. He's rattled, folks. He's rattled. I mean, I'm top of my fucking lungs, and everybody around me is fucking, they just have the total, pissy face going on. They're just so upset that I'm doing this. But this pitcher is literally throwing 98% of his pitches in the dirt, wide. I think he had a pass ball, scored us a run, and I'm getting after this guy. And they pull him, I think near either the end of the second, or maybe he got pulled first batter of the third. But after that, I was asked by the people within that section. Security came over and said, hey, the people here in this section are kind of asking if we could relocate you over here. And I was like, nah, it's time for me to leave. That pitcher fucking gave up anyways. So I think I just left. But yeah, I'm not allowed back at the Rays Stadium. I was asked to please not frequent the stadium. Well, I was asked to leave. I guess it's unfair. I was asked to leave, but I don't think I was actually told that I'm trespassed or anything like that. But
you weren't 86.
Yeah, if anything, I'll just show up and go, my name's Josh O'Neill. I just shave myself down to a fucking porn stash like you. Yeah. How'd you go? I mean, it'd be real tough for me to go from like that to, from my beard to your porn stash. But I know of a fucking shaver. I know of a shaver that could do it. It could get the business done. It could it could cut down the brush. It could trim the fucking hedges. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Pretty sure I do.
I'm talking about Manscaped. Sponsorship for this podcast is brought to you by Manscaped, refining the gentleman. They have the Lawnmower 3.0. It has quiet stroke technology. It has skin safe technology. That means it's going to be quiet, and it's not going to nick your nuts. It's not going to, make you bleed. So that's a plus. It used to be, it'd be loud as shit, and then it'd cut your nuts, and you'd scream out, and you'd wake up your significant other or your grandma or wherever you were shaving your balls, And so they fixed that. And they're the leaders in grooming technology. And that's because they care. Father-son company, they give a shit about your balls. They care about your balls. And that's a nice thing to feel, is just that someone else cares about your balls as much as you do. So Lawnmower 3.0, you can Josh, you ever caught yourself in a dark closet before? What, emo boy? You ever been sad in a closet, couldn't find your way out?
All the time, bud.
Well, I tell you what, the Lawnmower 3.0 could save you, could shave you of your fears. It could shave you of your fears. You're afraid of the giant Bushman. That's why you end up in that closet. You hit the Lawnmower 3.0. Guess what it's got? LED lighting, baby. Yeah, that's LED lighting. It lights that shit up. That shit's more lit than you're drunk on at a fucking 4th of July barbecue, buddy. I'll tell you what. I will tell you that for sure. It comes with some special items. Have you gotten the special items, Josh? Not the new ones, the other ones. You got those?
The
what
ball
are the special items?
The ball deodorant.
The deodorant. Ball deodorant. Hey, baby, that's what it is. Deodorant. It happens. Fuck you.
And the toner, bud. And the toner.
What are they called, man? Tell us what they're called so people can expect them in their Perfect Package 3.0.
The ball deodorant and the toner.
The Crop Reviver and the Crop Preserver. That's what they're called. He's terrible at this. I'm sorry, Manscaped. I'll keep him off the read from now on. You
Yeah,
know what it is? I
please.
start doing the reads, and then you look so bored or so lonely over there, like you're not a part
No,
of it. And then I'm
perfect.
always like, oh, well, I better throw it over to Josh, let him talk about his fucking furry nuts. And then,
My
you know,
boy Ryan Whitney doesn't do any reads either. He's got the same fear. So shout out to my boy Ryan.
well,
Whitney.
I tell you what, Manscaped has the best technology in grooming, all of your grooming, below the belt, above the belt. It doesn't matter. With the weed whacker, it's for your nose hairs, it's for your ear hairs. That comes in the Performance Package 3.0. It also comes with a very special item. Josh, you got your special item with you right there? I got to run and grab mine. So we're going to do run and grab mine. All right. Pause for station identification.
I have the new stuff in front of me. Why you paused on me? Well, yeah, you paused on me. Talking to a
close
good
by.
buddy.
They were just on the other table. That's all. I intended to have them here with me. But
I got
the
the
new
new
items
stuff.
that we received from the gentleman over at Manscaped, the whole crew over at Manscaped, the brand new crop mop, which is a ball wipe. So this is literally where we usually just do a product read, but we're going to do a product unboxing right now. The Manscaped crop mop, refreshing ball wipes with active pH control. Now, that's something that they advertise in a lot of their ball products, is the pH control side of things. Now, pH control is important because it helps with the odors, it helps with the overall they're individually wrapped. Okay. Your overall hygiene down in your, below the belt area there. So it's very important to have. That's awesome.
Are you gonna wipe
So
your nuts?
I'm gonna stand up on my stool, and then I'm gonna just pull my nuts out, just give it a quick wipe. It's not a big deal. You guys have seen them before. Okay, they're just a pair of nuts, not a big deal. Josh, you've been probably a little more up close and personal than the rest of them, but no big deal. No, so the comes with 15 individually wrapped wipes, which is cool, man. This is like the size of your wallet. You can throw this in your wallet and have it there. That way, when you get done, hanging out or at hockey or whatever it is, and you slide over to the strip club and you're like, oh boy, I better give them a little wipe just in case. Refreshing ball wipe, active pH control. Another thing they just sent to us, which is amazing, is the crop cleanser. It's an invigorating hair and body wash with active pH control. There we go with the pH control thing again, man. Wash your fucking nuts with this. Made without parabens or dyes, and it's gentle on the skin. Now, I've used this already several times, actually. It's best on your loofah, your man loofah, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't care. Mine's pink and has sparkles, and I don't really give a shit because it scrubs the shit out of my back, and I love it. It's best on your loofah. A good, 6-7 pumps. Get you a little soap on there. Be generous with it. And then it lathers up pretty nice, and it has that smell, man. That shaving cream. Your balls or your body after you use this, I guess, are going to walk in and they're probably going to order a double scotch and water. Hold the water, or they're going to walk in and ask for your finest lady of the night, and then they're going to tip her an extra, doubloon when they get done because they command it. They walk in and they walk into the saloon and the doors swing and the piano player stops playing whatever little melody he was playing because they command the room. And that's what Manscaped smells like. So if you want to command the room, if you want to stop the piano player, you know what I'm saying, then this is the new stuff for you, the crop cleanser, which is a hair and body wash. I've only used it on my body. Maybe I'll try it on my hair. I don't know. There's a lot of hair here to fool with. But the crop mop, keep those things in your wallet. You got some sweaty balls going on. You're trying to have somebody go down there and visit your nether regions, then make sure you got one of these. Oh, you want it to the camera? Then make sure you have one of these ready to go in your wallet so that you got fresh nuts So you can go from fresh nuts to busting guts. You know what I'm saying? Bang, bang. You can
Ooh,
use Beer
that
League
sounds
Boys code Beer League Balls for 20% off and free shipping. That's Beer League Balls, 20% off and free shipping. That was a
I
long
just
read, but that was
manscaped.
fun.
I just manscaped last night, man. That was nice.
Did
It
you?
was a
I'm about
glorious
to.
time.
I'm about due. Well, you should have left it on for you're going up to those northwestern regions, those nether regions. You should have left it there. It'd have kept you
should have,
warm,
but-
like just like the bottom of your nose is gonna be real warm when you get up there with that pedophile fucking stash.
Fuck yeah. I went all the way to the butthole this time. It was pretty cool.
That was your first time?
Yeah. Going to the butthole, yeah.
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Yeah, you got a trimmer all the way back to the beehole.
I usually just left the mullet, you know? So this time I did it all.
The nut mullet,
Yeah.
the fucking business at the front, party in the back. Oh, that's nice. That's fun. No, you always got to trim. You can't have your dingleberries fucking wandering all down through your fucking gooch and your taint and shit like, like Moses and the fucking Egyptians in the looking for the promised land. You got to fucking.
Yeah, I was like, maybe
gotta
some
trim
girl's
that.
gonna lick my taint. I thought maybe some girl would lick my taint, but
Not a hairy taint, bro. No.
that's
no,
why I
no.
shaved.
And you shave it because if you don't shave it, then the products don't do their job. And by products, I mean the crop mop, the new ball wipes. Those ball wipes, like you don't just stop at the balls. You know what I mean? You give it a good swipe up underneath the undercarriage. You want to hit the whole undercarriage. You don't just wash the front skid plate of your van. After you run over a zombie or something. You wash the whole thing. You want to get rid of all the infective enzymes. So same thing with swiping your balls. You don't just swipe your balls. You reach back and you clean it. You clean the whole. You clean the under package, the undercarriage.
We did.
Open them. I'm not going to open the actual wipe because they're individually sealed. So therefore, I don't want to lose one of my 15. I don't need to wipe my balls right now because I just used. I took a shower earlier, and when I did, I used the crop cleanser, pH balanced hair and body wash, which cleaned my nuts. And then I got done and I used the crop preserver, which is the anti-chafing ball deodorant. And then once that dried up a little bit, I put on my Manscaped anti-chafing boxer briefs, which were fantastic. And then I went in there to take a number one just a little bit ago. When I did and got done, and my jockeys were down, I grabbed a little bit of the Crop Reviver ball spritz, pH balanced ball spray, and I gave her a couple spritz. I do it every time I take a piss. Every time, just a couple spritz. And it's not just for me, it's for my lady. If I'm just walking through the house looking all fucking cute, like I tend to do, and she, just glances over and she's like, damn, look at this homie with just looking all cute with a nice dick. And then she tries to, just tackle me and and then she decides for some reason that even though it's not my birthday or Christmas that she's going to give me oral fellatio. Then all of a sudden I want to make sure that I smell good down there. And so you just always got to be ready. It's almost like concealed carry. It really is. And that's what the new crop mops are. The new crop mops are sexy dick concealed carry. That's what they are. They're a weapon for the good smelling of your penis. They truly are a protection. You're protecting yourself from having a stanky dick. And that's why it's a concealed carry you don't even need a license for. The new crop mop from Manscaped. Put it in your wallet, man. That's stanky dick protection.
It's like the male tampon,
It's like the male, I'm going to make sure my nuts smell good. so that some girl will give me head. I mean, I don't know what that's. I don't know if that's tampoon. I don't know what that is. That sounds more like tampoony pootie tang. Is more what it sounds like. But all I'm saying is, if you want to be prepared, if you want to be, ready to just be hot to trot, or down to clown. I don't know what the fuck that means, but whatever. Yeah, exactly. Make sure your nuts smell good, and make sure they're shaved, and make sure you shave all the way to your butthole, because you never know what some girls are into.
That's what
And
I'm
the
saying.
song Lola was about a transvestite, so just be careful and don't fall for whatever that fucking song's about. Yeah.
Someone better lick my taint because it's shaved and it smells good.
Well, you're moving to the
Just
right
saying.
place for that. I don't know who
I
that
don't know if
someone's
they-
going to be, but I have a feeling
I
he
don't know
or
if they
she is
lick
going to
taints.
he or
Probably a
she is
he.
going to lick your taint probably.
Probably a he.
I mean, I don't know if you've ever said the words venti latte together, but it automatically makes me feel gay. I'm just saying. I feel a little
Re-
wristy the moment I say it. I said it earlier and I was like, ooh, bad luck, bro. Bad luck. I mean, say it together. Just say the two words together.
Venti latte. It's got a nice little ring to it, eh?
Ain't nothing about that doesn't have a fucking homoerotic ring to it. I'll take even if you just try to say it normal. It's like, I'll have a venti latte. What?
Even like,
I'll have
can I
a
get a grande?
venti latte. Did you say
And
venti
how would you
latte?
like that, sir? How would you like
It's
that,
just
sir?
too bouncy.
Grande.
I'll have well, venti's the size. I'll have a venti latte. How would you like that, sir? Room for cream. Oh fuck. No. Full to the top. I like my shit full. I only take it full. Yeah, I'm not taking it with no fucking cream. I take it full and black. And the guy behind the counter is just like, ooh. Ooh.
A little rim job.
He takes it full. All right. Well, sorry. I don't know where this was going, but please no live demonstration. No live demonstration of the ball wipes. All good. You're welcome.
I need a neck massage, bud. Get your manly hands over here.
Oh, I'd be happy to. You need to log on to Amazon and just find a TENS unit. TNS, TENS unit, man. Trust me. Change your fucking world. Changing your world is something we like to do, and the easiest way to change your world is by putting a little bit of meat in your mouth. Well, actually, a little bit of meat and cheese in your mouth. Easiest way to do that is from the charcuterie board company that is the only charcuterie board company that we here at the Beer League Boys endorse. They sponsor us, dummy. And that's St. Pete de Paris. stpetedeparis.com has all of the selections available for their meat and cheese boards, charcuterie and cheese. Check it out. They've got the Beer League Boys Beer League bag special. It's got all the stinky cheese on it. You know what I'm talking about. Meat and cheese. Meat and stinky cheese is what a locker room smells like, but it's still absolutely delicious. Mention Beer League Boys and get 20% off stpetedeparis.com. Check them out on Instagram and Facebook. They actually did some really cool stuff for Valentine's. They did like salami, like meat in the shape of roses. But the moment that I said meat rose, I felt disgusting. I felt like a real pervert. I was like, hey girl, let me take a look at that meat rose. Like, oh, it's just feels weird. Ew. I feel like a bad person who makes bad decisions. Oh wait. That's me. But yeah, stpetedeparis.com. We are brought to you by a handful of other sponsors, including Beer League Republic, Pucks and Pizza. If you didn't see our episode last week with our boy from Pucks and Pizza, check it out. You can order on Facebook. Really awesome stuff going on. Delivering you delicious, homemade Detroit style. I believe it was Detroit style pizza, which is really neat. A little different. If you hadn't had it, make sure you try it. And Pucks and Pizza, check them out. Obviously, all of the audio video work is done by our boy Austin over at Slate AV. Now, that's not his company. I actually received a message the other day like, "Oh, you're promoting Slate AV. It's your boy Austin's company." Like, Austin Slate AV. No. Slate AV is a company, and we are thankful and proud that we are able to have just one of their several great minds, we'll call them. I was going to say geniuses, but I don't want to give them too much credit. Great minds. One of the great minds over at Slate AV is the head honcho here for our production department, and we are immensely grateful, dude. Like, you have no idea. We know what it takes to make this kind of stuff happen and to make it happen and look professional. And even though, we get drunk and have a good time and sometimes we don't sound very professional, that's me I'm talking about. That'd be me. We still have the greatest AV group putting on the episode, the greatest producers. So we appreciate it. Slate AV, check them out. They do any kind of audio visual you could think of. Local events, you need a PA, you need a projector screen, whatever the case is. Check out Slate AV. So thanks for being on board, buddy. Grand Central Brew House, wonderful beers between 23rd and 24th Street on Central Avenue in downtown St. Pete. Go drink some beers. Grand Central Brew House. Mention Beer League Boys, and they'll probably give you a hard time and tell you you're an asshole for even listening to our show, because we're degenerates for the most part. So, yeah. So what's going on? What's going on with you, buddy? Anything new? I'm only asking that because I'm looking at my top 5 list, and so I'm trying to figure out.
I want to give a shout out to my boy, number 87, playing his 1000th game today. The boy, the one, the only Sid the Kid. Well, he's not really a kid anymore, but yeah. And they got the W tonight, so
he's on his
nice
1000th
milestone for him
today.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, I didn't know
1000 today. They did a little ceremony for him. A bunch of players from around the league said some shit.
1000 is 1000 silver stick or gold stick? Silver stick?
Silver stick.
Silver stick, yeah.
So it's pretty cool, and they just won 3-2, so good job. Good job, Sid.
Well, fantastic. Yeah, because we care about the guy that fucking apparently you're the only one that cares about. I'm kidding.
I got another shout out, bud.
Shout out number 2. Okay, so we're doing Juice Man's Squeeze of the Week. Here we go. Juice Man's Squeeze of the Week.
My shout out number 2. The one, the only, Mr. America. The boy that I love and that you guys think would fucking lose a fight to, who was it? Sergachev? Oh, not Sergachev.
Fucking
Kucherov. Motherfucking Austin Matthews is leading the league in goals this year already, so kudos to him. I fucking love Austin Matthews, and you guys know that, and I talk about him all the time. I stroke his cock off pretty much every episode, so I like it. And I'm sure it makes the boys up north at the Blendell Network happy, because I'm stroking off the Maple Leafs right now. So
They love them some fucking Leafs, that's for sure. They drink the old syrup straight from the tap, if you know what I'm saying. That's for fucking certain, dude, for sure. Well, cool. Your shout out. I think I'm trying to find Austin, we're gonna have to, before too long, we're gonna have to bring you in as like a fourth party, even if it's an off-screen party or whatever. I need to be able to talk to you directly and like check stats and shit. But I think Corey Crawford. I think Corey Crawford got sent down. No, not Corey Crawford. Who am I thinking?
Didn't he retire?
No, yeah. You know who I'm thinking of? Craig Anderson. Craig Anderson got sent down. Oh, where's the story? Capitals.
He was just on the bench the other day.
Craig Anderson got sent to the taxi squad at Hershey for the Washington Capitals. He got sent down to the taxi squad, and they brought in Ilya Samsonov. Now, we knew there was going to be a goalie battle in in Washington. We knew that was going to be an eventual thing. But they brought in Craig Anderson to replace your boy. People fucking call me him all the time because I soak my hair down. Who's your boy at Holtby?
Holtby.
So they bring in Craig Anderson to replace Holtby. Craig Anderson plays like shit. He's played like shit the past few weeks. So they bring up Samsonov and reassign him to the taxi squad. Now you're a goalie that, I mean, he's a phenomenal goalie when he's on. Now I'm doing goalie talk obviously because I play in the net. So for me this is interesting. For a lot of other people it isn't. But you know what? For the other people, that's because you never had a fucking vulcanized rubber disc shot at your face and feel the rush of like what undoubtedly was a goal. You know it was going to be a goal, and then you stuck your glove up there and it fucking hit the back of your glove instead of going in the net, and you were like, bitch. Because that is the closest feeling to busting a nut. That is a sexual feeling when you snatch a shot out of the air that somebody thought was a goal. Like they already started celebrating. They started putting their arms in the air. You snatch it with your glove and you kind of pretend like it went in. You look over your shoulder or look at the net because you know it's already in your glove, and you just pretend a little bit. That's like a good blowjob and a finger in the butt. I mean, that's some explosive shit. Yeah, that's explosive.
Finger in the booty.
But yeah, to see a goalie like I was talking about something bad. I started thinking about snatching goals like that. But yeah, crazy. Craig Anderson sent to a taxi squad. That's nuts. That's insane. But it happens.
Getting old.
Yeah. Go for it. Let's see it. We're gonna put you live on the air with us for the most part from now on. We're just gonna kind of be a producer and voice behind the curtain. How long is it? A 20-minute video? Oh, this video. Doesn't it good? Is it the longer one? Is the one I sent you earlier the longer one? Is it not the same video but better? Wasn't there a 1:33 I sent you?
Game in the National Hockey League, becoming the first Penguins
player.
I would never send you a video that started out with that forgot. You crazy?
There he is.
No way in the god daggum world. I'm not sending you that video with 80. I would have clipped it. I would have cut the video myself as soon as I saw his ass in it. Look at that. Look at that smug. Oh, he's such a pretty little bitch.
Look at that salute.
He looks like he would hold somebody's pocket in prison.
Look at that.
He would be a pocket holder for sure. He would be a Polly Pocket. That's what I would call him. I would call him Polly Pocket the moment he walked in the pen.
Yeah.
Do you have the video? Do you have the longer video or not? I know we can hear you. They can't hear you. It's no big deal. No, I thought I sent you the 1:33, the longer one. But yeah, no, outdoor classic, man. Going on tonight, going on tomorrow as well, because we're recording on a Saturday night, which is the usual. So if you didn't know that, you're kind of lame. But if you didn't know that, it's not a big deal. You can check out our previous episodes. All the episodes are available on Spotify, Apple, iTunes, everywhere else, as well as DeanBlundell.com for all the links. So we didn't say it yet, but obviously a big thank you to Dean Blundell and the Dean Blundell Network for having us a part of this lovely network. There are a ton of podcasts available, including the Java for Journey, which is the Brenton on Tour podcast continued, including the fucking A podcast, the PP1, the Nerd Dad, and obviously one of our favorite podcasts, the Fucked Up podcast, which is our our homies Allie and Nicole, Allie and Nikki, Allie and Nicole, right? She said to call her Nicole. Allie and Nicole from the Fucked Up Podcast. We had them on a few weeks ago, and it was a great episode. It was titillizing. Titillizing. Yeah, it was pretty fucking erotic and pretty awesome. So we enjoyed having the gals on. We're gonna have them on again very soon. Actually, we've been talking to their people. Their people been talking to our people. We're gonna make it happen very soon, and by that we mean Canadians and Americans, because you know there's a language gap or something like that. So we'll have them on soon. But yeah, big thanks to Dean Blundell Network for having us a part of it. Check out all the great podcasts, deanblundell.com, Dean Blundell Network. So you ready for a great, fun, awesome segment? I think we'll do the segment, and then maybe we'll cut the episode, unless you got something else to talk about. That'll give us, I think it'll give us enough. That'll get. Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
right. You got
that-
that too. That'll give us enough time to get ready for the midnight showing. We're going to a midnight showing, baby boy. You ready for this? I'm taking you to a midnight movie tonight. That's the
yeah.
end of the outdoor game. Yeah, you can come over. You want to have a sleepover tonight? You can come over to the house.
I'm gonna cut a hole through the bottom of a Pringles can, and I'm gonna sit it on my lap and have you dig for a Pringle.
Get a fucking. I don't do it that way. That's a big waste of time. That's a waste of time, man. You just fucking all you need to do is all you gotta do is just cut a
Ask.
hole in the fucking. All you do is cut a hole in the fucking popcorn bowl and then just pour the popcorn in.
It's much
That's all you
better.
gotta do. Yeah, but it's easier. You know, it's easier to end up fishing around and giving the pickle a tickle. You know what I'm saying? So, plus it's already salty. You know what I mean? You don't have to worry about the salt balance, unless you're using Manscaped, and then it's pH balanced. So,
Who's commenting? Is that Chris?
oh, I don't know. Are we back? Are we back on that again? I gotta get back over
did
there.
I not
Start
notice
pulling
that?
up other stuff. Don't
What's
you
up,
bug me.
Cody? Cody Farzan.
Yeah, that's
good.
yeah,
Dude.
that's what I was wondering. That has to be Chris commenting from the Beer League Boys podcast page. He doesn't even realize it wasn't his burner account.
He
thought it
doesn't
was gonna
realize
be
it's
a
not.
burner.
He was doing what I was doing the past couple weeks.
Yeah, exactly. You fucking guys.
Why don't
You're
you
so
just jump on the
technologically
fucking
advanced.
just jump on the fucking epi, bud. You're on the whole damn episode.
Yeah, we could bring you in Facebook Live, right? Couldn't we? Well, I tell you what, we got a very awesome segment that we do. We try to do every week when we have the ability to do it. This one's a little different because this one's subjective. You know, it's very subjective. But I'm gonna announce it now, and then we're gonna come back to it so we can give the viewers, watchers, listeners a chance to chime in on it. But if you're listening right now, we're gonna do top 5 favorite hockey players, not top 5 greatest, but your top 5 favorite hockey players. I'm at work, no mic, no cam. Okay, so he's just on the Chris is just on the page, Facebook. He said he's
Yeah,
at
but
work,
I
no
know.
mic, no cam.
I
Top
know,
5
we were
favorite
just
hockey
messing
players.
with him.
Favorite hockey players. Yeah. So not top 5 greatest, because obviously there'd be other names, but just guys that always stuck out to you. There's so many. It really is.
Insane. This was a tough
yeah,
one. This is probably the toughest top 5 or
yeah.
5 for fighting.
Well, we're not gonna do it right this second. I'm just putting out what the category is gonna be. Love for the listeners and viewers to go ahead and give us your opinion of your top 5 favorite hockey players. List it from 5 to 1, bottom to top, and then we'll read off your top 5 favorites as well. We're gonna do some Bearded Wonders word of wisdom. Josh has to piss. I could tell. I could see it in his face.
Just gotta
I could
stretch
see
my neck.
his eyes were watering because he had to piss so bad. So we're gonna do a little segment we like to call Bearded Wonders word of wisdom. It's pretty simple. It's a fun little segment. This segment is where I get a little deep. I get a little bit into the internal thoughts of what's going on, in my head, just in the head of just a general person that's just been through some stuff, just like anybody else. I've been through, as much or probably less than most people out there, but maybe I've been through more. I feel like I've been through more, but I always try to think like I've been through less, just to keep a good perspective, just to not like try to be all woe is me or anything like that. But I'd say the Bearded Wander's word of wisdom, it's tough. It's tough. This one's tough. Because it's not an easy thing to do all the time. It's something that only comes with practice. And I'm not talking about masturbation. I'm talking about foresight. Foresight. It's looking ahead. It's driving down the road in an old pickup truck, but the pickup truck's got 2021 Chevy Suburban headlights, with the optional dual LED blinder, light up the night lights. It's got the best you can imagine. And that's kind of not easy to have, right? That's not easy to have. In the real world, that's not easy to have. Old pickup truck, new style LED headlights. It doesn't happen. It's something you got to install. You got to update, right? You got to update that. It's an update. It's an update. It's like an app on your phone. It's like a program on your computer. It's got to be updated, and sometimes that requires new wiring, and that requires some work. It requires work. And so I think that's a very good representation, a very good analogy for a group in our society that needs to rewire, that needs to have foresight, and that's what it's really about. You need to have foresight, not necessarily the changes that need to be made to people beyond your generation. Don't think about people beyond you. Don't think about anybody but yourself. Honestly, be selfish in this instance. Think about yourself. And instead of trying to go out and change others or improve others, don't go out trying to be a rehabilitator. Go out trying to just be an example and try to have foresight. Try to think about the next thing that's going to happen. And don't get caught up in the day-to-day. Try to think a little more in advance. And what that really comes around to is, don't get caught up in the moment, whether it's good or bad. Don't get caught up in the high of life, because if you get caught up in the high, then the low is going to seem that much more depressing. Take the highs and lows for what they are. Enjoy the high, but don't enjoy it too much, and understand that the low is a necessary evil. But have foresight in what you're doing, and understanding that you may be making sacrifices now, but they benefit you in the ultimate good, and they will eventually lead to your success. So yeah. Foresight's the word, man. That's what I'm getting at. Foresight. Now you interpret that however you want. You take that word, you run with it. But don't blame me for anything stupid that you did. But the word's foresight. And I think the biggest thing is, like, just don't zoom in too much. Zoom out and try to look at the big picture, because that's what foresight is looking beyond just what's in front of you. So in front of you right now is just some bearded guy that, wearing a shirt about trimming your balls, and, looks like shit. And I get that, because I have a camera angle of myself. But, the message coming out of my mouth might be something that benefits you months, weeks, months, years down the road. And use that use foresight to determine that, hey, maybe what this guy is saying could benefit me down the road. And that's part of having foresight. So, I mean, it depends on what part of episodes and like what part of days that we do these. Sometimes I have foresight. Sometimes I got 6 sight. Sometimes I got 8 sight. Most of the time I try to drink, beers that are normal. And so I only have like 6 sight by the end. But sometimes the whiskey gets to flowing and we do dumb things on these episodes. I get 9, 10, 12, 15 sight. But the message of the day was foresight. What's up, Joshy? Welcome back from your ever-long piss.
Oh, I've been here.
I don't think it even moved the toilet a half inch. I was watching. I have cameras. I was watching.
I'm not even a half inch.
Well, your bladder don't hold enough for a half inch. That's for sure. Hey, buddy. I know you're drinking a certain something, and I'll tell you. Cheers. Cheers. Josh is drinking the delicious Partake IPA. Now, for those of you that don't know, Partake is a company that sponsors one of our sister podcasts. And yeah, non-alcoholic beer, man. They make really great stuff. Tastes delicious, non-alcoholic. So it's a great option if you're going to be out hanging out at parties, hanging out with friends. You don't want to be the duck. You don't want to be the goose of Duck Duck Goose. You just want to blend in like the rest of the ducks. So you can duck all your friends and pretend you're still drinking by having Partake IPA. And they taste good, and you can just pretend you're drunk, and then you can take some ugly girl home and we'll test out your acting skills. But Partake IPA will help you with that because there's no alcohol. Does that sound about right, Josh? Anything else you want
No, that sounds great. Love me some Partake. Delicious.
No, Partake's great, man. Yeah, appreciate them taking care of the boys on the Dean Blundell Network. I'm drinking Coastal Love from Wicked Weed Brewery, which is, I believe, Dunedin? It's a hazy IPA. It is beers that build. Oh, that's right. There's a special program going on with this particular beer. It's a 6.3% hazy IPA. A portion of proceeds benefit hurricane relief efforts and nonprofits working to protect the shorelines we love. Definitely a Florida beer for you right there. Wicked Weed Brewing, Coastal Love, hazy IPA available. I got it at Publix. I'm sure it's available at the rest of the places. But yeah, delicious, man. So we're going to get into it. You ready, Joshy? Blue Eyes?
Let's go. Let's get it.
All right. You going to be ready to go first?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Well, we're going to get into our favorite segment. As some people say, our one and only segment. That's fine. I'll take it. When you're number one, you're just number one. This is a segment that we like to call
Number 47 for Boston. Both guys, 5 minutes each for fighting.
5, 4, fighting. If you ever throw that soft ass left hand up that you just threw up, well, never mind. You can do it in Washington, I imagine. You just put your hand up there like, wow, physical violence. Physical violence. We can talk about it. Okay, we have a remediation box. You're like, huh? Like, yeah, penalty box. No, we don't do that anymore. We don't penalize people. We have a remediation box. If 2 guys get into a scrum, we put them in there and they talk it out for 2 minutes.
With my Venti latte.
With a Venti latte. Yeah, they don't have Dunkin' Donuts commercials with like fucking Pasternak in the penalty box. They're like, Starbucks. He's like, well, I'm only going to be here for 2 minutes, so it's easiest for me to get a Venti latte. Starbucks, the official sponsor of the Seattle Crackheads.
All right, let's get it.
You're literally moving somewhere where they're gonna call the fans crackheads.
That's great. I love it.
Dude,
so
what
funny.
are you doing? You're leaving Champa Bay to go to fucking Crackhead Haven.
Champa Bay. Get out of here with that crap.
Now, you
Anyways.
remember, I'm pretty sure we said it first. I think I said it first.
Yeah,
I think
you
I
said it.
first.
I never
I'm
would
pretty
say
sure.
that.
I'm pretty sure I said it very early on before any of the rest of these other motherfuckers jumped on it. Now, maybe the one t-shirt company in this area said it at the same time. I think we both posted it in like within the same day of each other. Champa Bay from the Tampa Bay Lightning winning the Stanley Cup. And then it turned into all this other shit. Now, I'm pretty sure us and the t-shirt company said it at the same time. So there may be grounds for us to say that we're awesomer than the rest of the people. There might be
no
grounds
doubt.
for that.
No doubt. 1000%.
All right. Well, speaking of Tampa Bay, lots of great players from here in Tampa, but players all over. Tonight's top 5 in the 5 for Fighting segment is top 5 favorite hockey players. Top 5 favorite hockey players. Juice Man's going to have a very different list than I'm going to have. I guarantee that. You know what I'm going to pull up while you're talking? Is I'm going to pull up just what they call, I guess it's not fair. I'm going to pull up top 5 greatest.
Yeah, you can't
and see how many of ours fall within the top 5 greatest. But
I mean, my number 1 is definitely in the top 5 of all time.
Gretzky.
No.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, here we go. I got top 10. Oh, that can't be right. That can't be right. All right. What do you got for your top 5 favorite hockey players of all time?
All right. Well, my number 5, I had to throw a goalie in there. So I went with Patrick Waugh. Dude's a fucking stud.
So he's your number 5.
Yes. Number 5.
Oh, I know where you're. I bet I know what your top 3 are.
You would never guess my next one. But I've always loved this player, even when he was on the Kings. Can you guess it?
Well, Gretzky was on the Kings, but probably not him.
No, he's a current player. He still plays. So my number 4 is Tyler Toffoli.
Oh, it's a Foley. Oh yeah, he's a fucking stud. Favorite player though? He makes your favorite player list?
Yeah, he's one of my favorite players.
You have 3 places left. Now I'm very interested to wonder. I'm whatever. Yeah, English. I wonder a lot. I'm very interested to wonder more. I'm very interested to wonder.
My next 3 are pretty. They're given. So
yeah, Jaromir Jagr, Fleury, and fucking Crosby.
No, and this is what I'm saying. Like this is what I think. This is what I think is so funny when T Legend said I was a homer. If I was a homer, I'd pick all 5 fucking Penguins. But my next,
there's not 5 good Penguins. That's a problem. So,
you see this? Tampa Bay wins 2 fucking cups in 16 years, and no, that's a homer, bud. That's a homer.
Nobody. There's only 2 of 3 of my 4. Only 5 of my top 5 are Lightning, dude. Settle down.
All right, number
fucking
3.
Down, buddy.
Number 3, my boy from the Maple Leafs, Austin Matthews. My number 2.
You're a homer.
My number 2 is Sidney Crosby.
He's a bitch.
And my number 1 favorite player of all time. You already said his name. I watched him play growing up.
Patty Waugh is your number 1?
No. I said number.
Oh, Patty Waugh was your 5. Oh, fucking Lemieux.
Mario Lemieux.
Mario Lemieux. He's the only fucking Oh no, he's not. I had him and Yager. I had both jerseys though when I was a kid. For the record, I had Yager and Lemieux jerseys because they were just that good. And when I played with him in like NHL 94 or whatever it was after Lightning Rim. It was on Sega Genesis. When I played on NHL whatever, I played with the Pens because that was in their fucking heyday. I played with Yager and Lemieux and the little fucking block characters like this.
So yeah,
It was good times. It was definitely fucking good times. All right, well, I got a real easy top 5 for you. A couple of honorable mentions that I'll say afterwards, but top 5. We're talking favorite players. Now, there's reasons why these guys are my favorite, but the top 5. Number 5, a really strange one. Nobody's gonna get this one, but Luke Witkowski. I love Witko, and here's why. I was at a Lightning game one time. People are like, "You look like Witko. You got the beard. You got the whatever." Witko's there. He's playing for us. This is before he went to Detroit, and then came back. He's playing for us. He like skates over to a face-off. We're like 4 rows up from the glass. He skates over to a face-off, and he's on the right wing side of a defensive zone face-off, and he skates toward the glass, and he looks at me. And I look at him, and we're eyeball to eyeball. He's just skating toward me, looking at me for a good 10 seconds. And we just look each other eyeball to eyeball, and we both just nod. And then he fucking goes to the play. And he looked over and probably was like, "Look at this fucking guy with a beard." And I looked over at him and was like, "Look at this fucking guy with a beard." And he just, both of us just nodded. And we were like about the same beard at the time and everything. He just nodded. I nodded to a fucking NHL player right before he went to go take a face-off, so I'll take it. He's one of my favorites, Witko. Number 4, the captain, Mr. Dave Andreychuk. Love that guy. I've hung out with him. I've been around him a couple times. He's always very, very cool. Signs as many autographs as anybody asks him for. And you want to take a picture? Sure, be happy to. He's got the fucking shark's teeth on the bottom though. His teeth are fucking awful. It's really gotta just call a dental company, buddy. You got the money. I know you do. Number 3, the man, the myth, the legend, Vinny Lecavalier. Vinny Lecavalier. He's a local boy at this point in time. I think he belongs to Tampa. We've put our tentacles around him. So number 2, your boy, you said number 5. I couldn't believe Patrick Waugh. Patrick Waugh is a fucking beast. And after he demanded the trade, from Montreal and everything he did there, that was pretty cool. Pretty awesome way to go. But number 1 would have to be the New Jersey Devil himself, the fucking best goaltender of all time, in my opinion. And that's Mr. Marty Brodeur.
yes.
Number
He
1
is a
favorite.
good one.
Well, I threw some goalies in there. I'm a goalie. I'm a skater. It's tough. There's a lot of people that could have made the list, though. Sergei Fedorov was a fucking stud. Dino Ciccarelli for the Lightning. What a stud. Victor Hedman, who some people are questioning, is he the greatest hockey player of all time? And then when you talk about that, you've got the great one, Wayne Gretzky. Greatest defenseman of all time. Sorry. Greatest defenseman of all time. Yeah. Not greatest hockey player. Jesus. Your face looked like you were about to have an orgasm for the first time in 9 months.
Paul Coffey was pretty fucking good.
Who?
I just said Paul Coffey.
Oh, Coffee. I couldn't hear you. It was yeah. Bobby Orr, sure. I mean, he was a good defenseman, but I think Hedman was better. But it's a whole different era of hockey. Bobby Orr is definitely up there, but not one of my favorites. That's coming straight from Chris. He's obviously on a break. Obviously.
Jon Snow.
Manon Rhéaume. Manon Rhéaume. That would be the first female goalie to ever play in the NHL. She played for 1, maybe 2 periods in an exhibition game for the Tampa Bay Lightning. It's pretty awesome. Spit and Chicklets had her on. Menon French. I believe French.
Oh.
I believe from France. Jon Snow, Chris says. Well, I'm glad everybody got their votes in before we did 5 for Fighting. Awesome. Yeah. 5-1. Everybody knows the rules. Well, yeah, man. Looking forward to some outdoor hockey. The game's got, postponed, so it's actually at a point where we're going to watch the game. I thought we were going to be talking about the game. That was part of tonight's episode was talking about your great adventure coming up and talking about the results of tonight's outdoor game, but that's going to be pushed back to midnight Eastern time. So should be a good time. Can't wait to watch them finish up the last 2 periods of the game between the Vegas Golden Knights and the Colorado Avalanche. You ready for your trip? We got one more game. First round of the playoffs. You get to play it with us.
I know. I'm really not ready for the trip at all. I've shipped 2 boxes and then I got 2 more to ship and everything else is getting fucking trashed. So unless you want some, I still got to give you that sauce toss.
So if anybody's looking for, a yard sale or just a random rummage sale, they can just go to Josh's house now. His address is 1028 4th Street Southeast. Completely wrong.
I'll even autograph it for you.
Yeah, he'll sign his boxer shorts he's trying to get rid of. He doesn't care.
I gave T Legend my old broken stick and I'm gonna autograph it for him.
That's fucking cute. Well, yeah, we need to. Well, obviously, we'll see each other Monday. But we need to. So, does that mean next Saturday night we're gonna get fucking hammered?
Yeah, everyone keeps saying the same thing. I don't know.
So next Saturday night we have a podcast, but then afterwards I can get hammered. So here's the facts of the matter. I'll keep it brief. Keep it very brief. I talked about foresight earlier. Foresight. Be aware of the fact that things may not have enough vision to think ahead, because the things that you have in your life right now may not be the things that you have very soon after. Everything is temporary. So what you feel like is a permanent thing or what you feel like is just normal could be totally upended at any point in time. I had some issues this past year and they were not easy to overcome. But it took me, changing the way of life and just doing some different things. And now I'm at a point where I'm ready to get back to normal life. And I'm at a point where I'm ready to go back and hang out at a bar, which you and I hung out at an establishment before, a little over 16 episodes ago. And I think it's time. I think it's time to do it again. I think it's time to go back to an establishment and, be cool and have a celebratory send-off for our boy Juice Man Josh O'Neill. So what are we doing? Let's tell the listeners next Saturday, Juice Man Josh O'Neill send-off, and we're starting it at. If you say it right now, it becomes so. You just. Where are we starting?
Wait so early and drive.
Where are we starting, big boy? So we better start early. So we better do Saturday at 4 p.m. and we're starting at Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec. Where the fuck is Park? Oh my God. That's
where
all
else?
20.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do, bitch. I'm trying to get out and stare at some young, people with you because you're young, sorta, in your head. If you shave off that mustache.
No, man, I'm saving that. Someone's gonna ride that. You know what I'm saying?
You sure you're gonna bring that you're gonna bring that Florida pedophile fucking energy all the way to Washington State?
Yeah. This is what they all have up there, but I'm this is my pregame.
Oh, you're joining the fucking, or you're joining the Tacoma Fire Department when you get out there.
Hell yeah, they don't know what's
Tacoma FD.
That show was so fucking funny. Did you ever watch it?
It was pretty,
That was a
yeah,
real
good.
show. I don't know. My buddy will be here, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what
Broken
we're-
Lizard. It's the Broken Lizard boys did Tacoma FD.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Are you selling your bed?
No, ew. You don't.
What are you
sell a
doing with your bed?
You have a frame you can have. I'm not giving you a mattress. It's weird.
What if it's for somebody's spare room?
I mean, you can have it if you want, but I mean, I wouldn't use someone else's used mattress. That's kind of weird.
Well, some people might. Just relax. We'll talk about it off air, you piece of shit. Thanks for making me feel like I have beds in both my bedrooms for the record. But I may be interested in, trying to locate something for somebody else who may be in the chat, who might be my father, okay? Who has a spare room that maybe there's a bed needs to go in, and you just throw a fucking sheet over. You throw a damn.
I mean, I'm not gross.
He would take the frame and buy a mattress. Okay, done. Hey, pretty lady, won't you give me a sign? Give me them ding ding doom. You guys are terrible, man. Just message him directly, Dad. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, my cat.
This is what happens when we don't have. This is what happens when we don't have Chris here. We have no fucking structure, man. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Well, we want to say thank you to all of our sponsors. Obviously, Dean Blundell Network, Beer League Republic, sorry, Pucks and Pizza, Grand Sister Brewhouse, St. Pete 2 Paris, Slate AV, obviously, our number one main men, Manscaped. Manscaped.com. Use the discount code Beer League Balls for 20% off and free shipping. Recently, we got the crop mops. We got the crop cleanser. They're both awesome. These things, small enough to throw in your wallet. This, throw it in your shower. Scrub your balls, scrub your hair, scrub your body with it. It's fantastic. You get done in the shower, you get out, you let your balls dry a little bit, you throw on some crop preserver, which is the anti-chafing ball deodorant, whatever. Fuck you guys. It's the anti-chafing ball deo. And it dries and you put your boxers on, you're good to go. You go out for work, you come home for a hot minute during lunch, your balls ain't smelling so good like they were when you left. You grab the Crop Reviver, which is the ball spritz. You spray it on, it's pH balance, helps your balls not have unbalanced pH. And you got to have that because your balls are already lopsided. Don't let your pH be the same thing. You spray that shit on, let it dry a little bit, throw your boxers back up, head out for the day. It's good to go. Good to go. So check out all the products they have available to trim your nuts, trim your nose hair, ear hair, trim your nails. They got everything. Tons of product. Manscaped.com. Discount code Beer League Balls for 20% off, free shipping, and they got a couple free gifts right now. So make sure you check it out. Juice Man.
Yo.
It's a good one, eh?
So, yeah,
this is a good one. I dig it. Yeah, I had a good time. It's always tough not having Chris here. We love him. We miss him. His schedule doesn't allow all the time. And, some Saturdays, some people get off work early and expect to come home and watch the fucking game and drink whiskeys and not have to worry about the game getting postponed. And then we have to do a podcast and stay up for the late game. And now, you turn into a salty fucking Sam. And that's me. I'm Salty Sam. But you know what? The salt is only from my tears. And those tears are crying because we're going to lose the Juice Man Josh O'Neill from our Sunshine State here in Florida. So next episode you hear will be the last episode with Juice Man Josh O'Neill in Florida. I say it that way. Florida. Actually, I should say it. I should say it, and then I should stop. The next episode will be the last episode that you hear with Juice Man Josh O'Neill in Florida because he's moving to Washington State, and then we'll have to do it at the same time, but a different time for him in Washington State. So you do the math, Chris. But hey, Chris. We miss Chris. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy, man. We want to see your background out there. If it's the same locker room or the different locker room, or if maybe there's some mountains in the background or something like that. I don't know. We want to see, maybe there's some people, rushing the police station or whatever. We don't know. Whatever Washington has a whole, we just want to see it, and we're excited to take the trip across the country with you on your video blog that you're going to do exclusively on Beer League Boys Facebook. Exclusively. That means you can't do it anywhere else. That's what exclusively means.
Just Facebook?
No, that means it means you're only gonna do it through us. You're not gonna do it through him. So you're gonna do it through us.
Look at those eyes.
I know I can barely keep them open. Oh, your eyes. Oh, sorry. All right. Well, Juice Man, thanks for getting on with us tonight, man. We appreciate it. And yeah, for all of our sponsors, Manscaped, St. Pete to Paris, Dean Blundell Network, Pucks and Pizza, Beer League Republic, Grand Central Brew House, Slate AV, for all of our great friends that help make these episodes possible. We are the Beer League Boys minus Chowder Brown, and we will be back next week. And this is the final chug. Well, sure, why not? Cheers. Happy weekend. Go Knights, go Vegas Knights, and go go Bruins. Go Bruins. I'm calling Vegas and Boston for the wins in the next 2 games. Cheers. This is the last chug.
As much as I hate the Flyers, I think I hate the Bruins more. So fuck both of those teams.
Thanks, guys. Have a great night. We'll see you next week. Peace out.